everyone. I'm Kara Minowie. This is ShellPoint Today for Tuesday, October 29th. On today's show, we focus on two big Medicare events, open enrollment and the Part D prescription drug plan. Joy Darnell discusses the details of Medicare D, while Joni Reagan previews open enrollment season. Finally, we'll also look back at the spectacle of last week's Nifty Thrifty fashion show. But first, a quick reminder about your TV set. If you're thinking about buying a new flat-screen TV, we've got an event today that can help you. Bill Smith Appliances will be visiting ShellPoint today with a selection of television sets of all different sizes and models. You'll be amazed at the quality of the picture and the value of today's flat-screen TVs. At this event, you can just peruse, or you can actually purchase TV sets right on the spot. Our Bill Smith Television Expo takes place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Social Center on the island. Don't miss it. We now turn our attention to Medicare. With government and healthcare very much in the news, you need to stay informed about the future of your Medicare plans. For example, if you have United Healthcare, take note. They have decided to drop the ShellPoint Medical Center from its preferred network, meaning that you would have to pay a $40 copay every time you visited the medical center. If this affects you, you have until January 1st to make a change. How do you do that? You'll learn this and many other important points at the upcoming Medicare Open Enrollment event happening Friday at 2:15 p.m. in the Social Center on the island. Mary Franklin has this preview.
Are you feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all the Medicare information out there that's coming to you on TV, online, and in the mail? Well, your ShellPoint Medicare billing staff is here to help you. They're doing a program on Friday, November 1st at 2:15 p.m. in the Social Center, and it's entitled Medicare Open Enrollment, Get the Facts. So this is really focusing on Medicare options that you have and how it pertains to residents right here at ShellPoint.
Yes.
Joni Reagan, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And Joni, you are the manager of Medicare billing, right, and you're an accountant up in our finance department. You oversee a team of 3 that is here to help all of our residents with all of their Medicare billing issues. And what are you going to be talking about in this session in November?
Well, we're going to be kind of going through the basics of Medicare and straight Medicare and the basics of Medicare Advantage plans and also the supplemental insurance plans, and talk about how they would work with ShellPoint and what the services that we offer here, how that insurance would work with that.
And that's very important, how that relationship. So too, residents have the opportunity to hear it from you and get all of the information and make their own decision versus maybe getting it from someone from the outside that may not know the ShellPoint operation.
That's correct.
How about all of those scams and those chain emails and websites and so forth out there? Are you going to give them some information of certain sites and certain information that they should be paying attention to?
Yes, there is a website that you can go to and it'll tell you which emails are scams and which aren't. So if you have questions, then you would ask us about it.
Okay. In this session, you are going to have a panel with your team there. And so we really want to encourage residents to come with their questions, sort through all that information that's out there. Open enrollment only lasts until January 1st. Is that the deadline?
Yeah.
Around there. So you really want to make sure that we get all the information. So write it all down and come to the session. Right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, Joni, this is going to be a great informational meeting going to be taking place on Friday, November 1st at 2:15 p.m. in the Social Center. You can sign up for this program at either service desk or give us a call and we'll put you on the list. I'm Mary Franklin with Joni Reagan. Make it a happy and healthy day.
So, Friday is the day to learn more about Medicare open enrollment. But there's another totally separate aspect of Medicare that also may affect you, the Part D prescription drug plan. The 2014 guidelines have been released, and Joy Darnell recently gave an information presentation about the prescription drug plans. We are rebroadcasting that presentation all this week on Channel 13. If you want to learn more about Medicare prescription drug coverage, tune in to Channel 13 at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. all this week to watch the seminar in its entirety. Here's an excerpt of some of the things you'll learn by watching this program.
We appreciate it. There's a lot of changes this year for 2014, and not all of them are bad, and not all of them went up. You'll be very surprised this year. We've been doing Medicare for Medicare D now for about 8 years in some form or fashion, And this is the first year that things have gone down, which is surprising. So more to come on that. All of you should have received, let me get my thing, Medicare and You, D. This is the new Medicare and You book. Just came out. You all should have received it since October 1st. They were all mailed out. There are 30 drug plans and 3 dual enrolled plans. For those of you who don't know what a dual enrolled plan is, it's the Medicare Medicaid portion of Medicare D. And there's only a few of the Medicare D plans that also go for Medicaid. So there's 30 plans, which is less than last year, but there's one more dual enrolled plan from last year. So those are the changes for 2014. A lot of you also may have received changes within your books and your formularies. Be sure and look at the books that you received from your companies of the plans that you may have, because a lot of things have changed. And we'll go over some of those things. Important dates for you to remember. Open enrollment starts tomorrow, October 15th, and goes to December 7th at midnight. And all the plans start on January 1st of 2014. The basic deductible for 2014 is only $310 this year. So if you have a standard plan, $310. Last year it was $325. So as you can see, it went down. The drug coverage for the gap, and they did not get rid of the donut hole yet. They're closing it, but it's still there, is $28.50. And last year it was $29.70. So it actually went down $120 before with the donut hole gap. Your out-of-pocket total expenses for 2014 is $45.50. And this is $200 less than it was last year. So to get to the catastrophic coverage, it's $200 less than it was last year. Most things in the government don't go down, but this year Medicare D did. Premiums for 2014, though, are a wide variety. We have from $12.60 to $147 a month. So depending on what you'd like to choose, if you make it out of the donut hole and you spend all the money, which is the $45.50, then you get to the catastrophic coverage. And this year the payments for the copays are also down again for the catastrophic coverage. Last year it was $260. This year it's $255. For the brand it was $250. This year it's $635. So kind of across the board they've taken the costs down. So if you make it out of the donut hole and all the way through to the catastrophic coverage, your copays will be less. Credible coverage. All of you should have received a letter from your current provider stating whether you have credible coverage or not, whether it be a Medicare D plan, TRICARE, or Express Scripts, or whatever else it is. They had to send you a letter whether your coverage is credible, which means it's as good as a Medicare D plan. So if it's a retirement plan, then they did this. This is really important because if they sent you a letter that says you do not have credible coverage, you have 62 days to sign up without penalty for a Medicare D plan or supplement. And that's very important because in a minute we're going to talk about the penalties, which can be very high and mounting these days. The 62 days. Now, if you have a plan that as of January 1st is not going to be credible, I know several people have come to me and said, my plan is going away and I have to pick a plan in open enrollment because I do not have credible coverage after December 31st. You're not going to be subject to these penalties because you have credible coverage until the 31st. So on the 1st, you will have a new plan. But you do definitely need to sign up during this open enrollment period so that you're ready to go on January 1st. ShellPoint takes all the Medicare D plans. So if you have anything on that list that I provided to you out of the Medicare book, we take them all. We also take a lot of other private insurances as well as TRICARE and a market basket full of the drug plans. So you can choose any one of them and be safe that you can get your meds here. Changes. How do we make changes? You can make changes through the website, which is www.medicare.gov, or over the telephone. This is what the website looks like. It is really a very easy functional website, which is unusual for the government, but being a government website, it is really easy. To find a plan, right here is the button that you're going to push, and it says find a drug plan. Now, since the 1st of October, the 2014 plans are what is loaded, so you don't need to worry about it. You'd have to click a different button to get to a 2013 plan. The 2014 plans, though, are loaded right here. So if you hit the plan, the next thing it's going to do is ask your zip code so that it knows where you are and what plans are in your area. It's going to ask you a series of questions, and then you're going to enter your medications and the pharmacy, or you don't have to enter a pharmacy, and then it will give you a list of the plans. It will rank them in the order that you choose. Most people choose, they want the least expensive first. It will give you your annual deductibles. It will give you your total cost for the whole year. It would give you the meds and how much they'd be for every month. It really is a very easy program and easy to use. So if you have problems, I'd be happy to help answer questions. I am not allowed to run it for you and sign you up. I have to sign a conflict of interest statement for the Med D plan, so you have to be able to sign up yourself. I can run the comparison for you and help you if you have a problem or help walk you through it. I'd be more than happy to do that, but I can't sign you up. So if you do need help signing up, then there's places here at ShellPoint that we can get that for you. So if you need help. The other thing is the phone number. This is easy, 1-800-MEDICARE. So you can call them. The operators are very helpful. Just be sure that you stay with traditional Medicare, not an Advantage plan, and make sure you know what you're signing up for. They will send you a statement after you sign up over the phone, and you'll need to verify the coverage that you chose on the phone is the coverage that they sent you. So you'll need to make sure that you get all that, and they'll send you that in writing. So it's really important that you choose wisely and that you know what you're choosing so that you don't have a problem or a question, or you're stuck with a plan till next year at this time and you have to choose again. So it really is very important for you to choose wisely.
Once again, to see this seminar in its entirety, tune into Channel 13 all this week, starting at either 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. Now, in that clip, Joy told us that one way to compare prescription drug plans is to visit the website Medicare.gov. We've heard from a lot of you that this website can be very confusing and that you need some one-on-one assistance. But that's tricky because legally, we're not allowed to recommend or sign you up for Medicare Part D plans without power of an attorney or signed waiver. But we can help you navigate the website through two different helps. First, we've produced a little handbook to guide you through using Medicare.gov website. Paper copies are available at both service desks and also in the Island and Woodlands computer labs. Plus, we're posting it on www.shellpoint.net. Second, our technology services coordinator, Brian Gainey, is offering his one-on-one computer help for $20 a session. He'll guide you through the process, allowing you to make an informed decision. He'll be holding these sessions next Monday, November 4th, in the Egret Room on the Island, and next Friday, November 8th, in the Buttonwood Room at the Woodlands. To sign up for a time slot, call Brian at 454-8248. Okay, enough talking about insurance plans. Let's have some fun. Last week, our community thrift store organized a nifty, thrifty fashion show featuring some celebrity models and fashions pulled exclusively from the racks of the community thrift store. We even had a little taste of Christmas in October. Here's what it looked like.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the 3rd annual Nifty Thrifty Fashion Show, made possible by the Community Thrift Store. Our next model is Patty Potts. And she's ready to go for brown silk. Our next spring model. Bob is already to the spring modeling a black lady in the spring. Maybe welcome to Celebrate. I've got a sweater. Linen, short sleeve blouse. Now doesn't this also in shades of green and that is cotton. John works with white at the New Balance walking shoes. Her yours is also very good. Does it Charlotte? To the deep royal quilt and handbag. Metallic work as a the matching coordinator. Ryan is wearing a rich red. Ryan started volunteering as a wearing a shadow blouse. Handbag in a complimentary shade of you also drive back to the leather. Collar, a pretty and expensive plastic short sleeve sweaters on the boat. All from Dawn is modest and receiving influence and for all of them. Barbara is with black Nike wearing a well top. Works on the pricing group. It has bands of black slack. Our next winter model is Charlotte Vaughn from Red. And Edward jeans are short. The purple black slack fine pattern. As you will see, it has done a short of black jacket.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe she'd been drinking too much eggnog.
Eggnog. Eggnog, I'll bet.
We begged her not to go.
Eggnog.
When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack,
And I have some evidence, officer.
she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back.
Sing it, Grandpa.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
If you love these fashions, then you'll love our event tomorrow, where you can find them at the best possible prices. At the Fall into Savings event, you can get free popcorn and cider and choose from a selection of fall leaves that all have different discounts and prizes on them. It's a bountiful harvest of values at the Community Thrift Store's Fall into Savings event, happening tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Thrift Store's location on McGregor and Gladiolus next to Planet Fitness. Now let's cover all Tuesday's happenings, followed by your Academy News, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Happening segments today. I'm Leslie Bren and this is Bev Chanley, and we are here to tell you about the activities. At 7:15, the Health Connections Bend, Breathe, and Balance at the Health Club on the island. At 8 o'clock, we have Round Robin Men's Doubles Tennis at the tennis courts on the Woodlands. At 8:15 is Stamp Ministry. Volunteers are welcome, and it is in the stamp room. At 8:30 is Bocce and the Bocce Court at the Woodlands. At 8:30 also, we have the Ladies Golf Association, the Shell Point Golf Club. At 9 o'clock is the Susie Q Dolphin and Sightseeing Tour. Sign up is required. At 9 o'clock, we have the Arbor Breakfast Tour at the Arbor at the Woodlands. At 9:15 is the Open Painting and the Art Studio on the island. Also at 9:15 is Shuffleboard at the Shuffleboard Court. At 9:30, we have the Match Play Mixed Doubles Tennis at the tennis courts at the Woodlands. At 10 o'clock is the Bill Smith Appliances, the digital TV demonstration and sale at the Social Center. That is from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. At 10:15, we have the Through the Bible Study Group in the Osprey Room on the island. At 11 o'clock is the Susie Q Rum Runners for Lunch. The sign-up is required. At 11:45 is a Health Connections Living Healthy in the Osprey Room on the island. Now here's Bev to tell you about the afternoon activities.
Thank you, Leslie. We're going to start our afternoon lineup with 12:30 Mixed Progressive Bridge. That'll be in the game room at the Woodlands. 1:15, the Knitters group will be held in the Osprey Room. Also at 1:15, the Rollicking Recorderist will be in the Tarpon Room. And then our last 1:15 activity is the Women's Ministries Prayer Group in the Hospitality Room at the Village Church. 1:30 is the time the Stamp Ministry will be busy at the Sable Room at the Woodlands. 2:45, we have a Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 2. That's in the Health Club, and that is full. At 4:30, celebrate Oktoberfest at the Austrian-German Pavilion Restaurant. This is a trip going out. Island Court pickups begin at 4:30, 4:40 for Woodlands, and 4:50 for Eagles Preserve. Sign-up is required, and that is currently full. Well, we're sure glad you joined us today, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information for Tuesday. At 9:30, Advanced Memoirs on the Computer continues in the Computer Center at the Woodlands. At 10 o'clock, the 7 Wonders of the Ancient World with Professor Adrian Kerr will take place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands, and sign-up is required. At 10:15, Apple iPad. Got one? Now what? The Basics class continues in the Manatee Room on the island. And at 1:15, Storytelling continues in the Manatee Room on the island. At 1:45, our How-To, using a word processor, continues in the Computer Teaching Center on the island. We have a new class tomorrow, Introduction to Picasa by Larry Brock of Eagles Preserve, and we have our second session of Why Do the Nations Rage with Andy Hawkins, Senior Pastor of the Village Church. Remember, this has moved to the island, to the Village Church, so it starts at 10:15. And Intermediate Bridge Session 2 begins with Susan Willoughby. I'd like to take just a moment to tell you about some opportunities we have among our committees in the Pavilion Auxiliary. We have opportunities with the beverage cart, a great chance for 2 people to volunteer together to provide needed beverages for our residents on the first floor or the 3rd floor, 1 time a week. We have a reception desk opening to greet and welcome people to our skilled nursing facility. And we have a resident relations committee opening. That is to take that important survey with our new residents. We also have opportunities with our concierge committees. Those are committees that are relatively new to our skilled nursing facility, and they provide so much needed support for the residents and staff there. We have opportunities for our 2nd floor and our 3rd floor concierge committees. Please give me a call if you would like more information about these or other ways to serve in our auxiliary.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is turkey pot pie with buttermilk biscuits and green beans. The dinner special is pan fresh night for $11.95, and the soup of the day is country cabbage. In the Island Cafe for lunch, enjoy a grilled chicken sandwich with special sauce for $7.25. The dinner special is ham steak with mashed potatoes and grilled vegetables for $8.25. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill on Tuesday are T-bone steak for $19.95 or linguine and clams for $15.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, Randy Woods from the Village Church, and I trust by now you have seen the brochure announcing the lineup for our Season of Praise concert series, starting here just in 2 weeks. It's going to be a great season as we welcome guest artists from all over the country, some pianists, some brass players, some singers, some violinists, a great variety, plus our own local symphony, our church choir. And in just 2 weeks, we begin the season with 2 tenors. Barry Kraft has been here several times in the last 10 years, and it's a delight to have him come back with another young tenor, Jacob Taylor. The two tenors are going to present a wonderfully inspiring and entertaining concert on Sunday evening, November 3rd. Often the two are characterized as being one in a tuxedo and the other in a t-shirt. But there are a number of other differences as well. One is small, the other is smaller. One is young, the other is younger. One sings and plays the piano, another sings and plays the guitar and other instruments. Both, however, have had serious training and are fine singers. Barry Kraft is the veteran of the two, with an opportunity and experience that has taken him around the world as a fine tenor singer. And then the younger of the two, Jacob Taylor, finally trained and is continuing now as a contemporary artist to sing on stages around the country. Well, the two are going to blend their hearts and voices in a special inspirational concert on Sunday night. You'll hear those old, familiar classic hymns and some things that are very new. You'll hear as well as the men sing together and share a great heart to honor God and to give their best to His glory. As they sing, I'm sure you'll be inspired, also entertained. The two have been known to spar together and a little competition to see who can sing higher. Be sure to come on Sunday evening, November 3rd, and find out. It's going to be a great concert again with 2 tenors on Sunday evening, November 3rd. I invite you to stop by the church and get your tickets. Already this season, we've seen a record number of tickets sold this early in the season, and we're looking forward to great success as we begin on Sunday, November 3rd with 2 tenors. The tickets are $10 and available at the church office. Give a call to the office if you like. Just call 454-2147, and you can even have your resident tickets charged to your account. We look forward to a great concert and trust you'll join us on Sunday evening with 2 tenors on November 3rd.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as we learn how to get the most success out of your hearing aids. We'll also preview this weekend's Holiday Bazaar, where our crafty residents are offering their best works for sale. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, October 29th. I'm Kara Minowie. From all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.